What up? Wow. Wow, wow, wow is the first one in chat. Incredible. Incredible, man. Incredible. Welcome. How you doing tonight? Happy, happy, happy. Ah, you've been playing Bloodstrike. How's that been going? I've been very interested in two things. One, playing it myself, but two, you are one of the only people I know that's really grinded Warzone. And as Bloodstrike is the biggest competitor to Warzone, I'd be curious to hear what you would say about Bloodstrike compared to Warzone. It's it's better than Warzone Mobile, is what you say. Interesting. In which ways is it better, if you don't mind me asking? And I've been told that by people that have played both, but I have not played both, so I do not know. Oh, shit. That is funny, bro. That is that is really funny. Sad, but funny. I I literally saw a tweet today basically saying stop basically saying stop the cap about Warzone. There's no overheating issues. Maybe there's a little lag, but stop the cap. And it's like, I don't know, bro. I feel like they're gaslighting the whole community with that game. Like to the point where I feel like I am crazy and I should give Warzone Mobile another try, but it's like I don't want to fall for it. I don't want to fall for it. Oh boy. But I'm glad you are having some fun. Um, Bloodstrike is on pretty much the top of my list that I'd love to give a try, but I have not given a try yet. So that's very interesting to hear. Maybe that's something I will have to get into after I move next week. Moving in 1 week's time. Moving in 1 week's time. So tonight we're going to do at least a couple of custom rooms in PUBG Mobile. Only these custom rooms are a little bit different than custom rooms you might have played in before. Because we're not trying to kill each other, is the main thing. Now, I don't know who's going to show up. If nobody shows up, then I'm just going to play normal matches. But that's so kind. Somebody just commented on the newest video I put on all socials today. Um, love your content, man. Hell yeah. Um, 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 I'm really enjoying PUBG Mobile again, even though it is always what I know it's going to be. Huh. Sort of like before I learned about the Freemasons. I talked about this recently, but my conspiracy research journey, if you want to call it that, it's like if you put all of these topics, conspiracy topics, I looked into all of them, and then there was like one or two or three down here that I didn't, and one of them was like Freemasons. And I was like, I'll get to that eventually. It can't be that important. But then it turned out to be like the game. And I almost feel like that with PUBG. It's a little different, but um I know what PUBG Mobile is going to be every time I play it, but then they put little spices into it to make it be like, "Oh, that's interesting. That's different." Um but ultimately that's the joke is like once you get out of the event areas in PUBG Mobile, generally basically it's the same. Oh, it's just PUBG Mobile. Oh yeah, just normal PUBG Mobile. My biggest gripe about Warzone is how difficult it is to see enemies, and in Bloodstrike you can see a guy a mile away. Also in Bloodstrike, the footsteps are perfect. You don't get snuck up on, which is so important in a battle royale. I'm just generally, what up, Devil? I see you there, bro. I mean, Creeper complains about the footsteps in PUBG Mobile all the time, at least in the event area. But I've talked about it before, but these battle royale games, it's as if you are yourself being dropped into these battle zones. And if you want it to be realistic, in my opinion, you want a game to be realistic in the sense like you can hear footsteps and they're accurate. You can do this, like there's different things like that. But the game doesn't need to necessarily look the most realistic, almost in my opinion. There's a lot of little things that need to be done in order to almost like pass that test in the human brain. And arguably, like, I would prefer to have all those little things than have it look realistic. But I think, and again, I think that might be a downfall of Warzone. I feel like they really went hard in the paint as far as the graphics. The graphics in Warzone are arguably amazing and beautiful and all that stuff, but there's a cost. There's a cost to everything. So, the footstep audio is worse in Warzone, is what Devil says. I assume you mean the footstep audio is worse in um, Bloodstrike than it is in Warzone, which is interesting because WoW is one of the only people I know that's grinded Warzone, and he has now gone over to Bloodstrike, and he says that everything is way better. Everything is 100 times better. I played Bloodstrike one match with a friend for shits and giggles a couple of days ago, and I was blown away. Like, so this is what it's like when a game gets it right, and I've been hooked ever since. Wow, wow. That is a quite the recommendation there for Bloodstrike. How is the sniping in the game? What types of encounters did you find yourself getting into the most? Obviously, if you're new to any video game, generally you're gonna, well, not generally, because sometimes it's like if you're even if you're day one, you might go extra hard in the paint because you don't know that you shouldn't go hard in the paint and push these enemies in a you know a certain position or whatever. But just curious about what type of gameplay you've been getting up to. Mr. Jeff. Mr. Jeff. Way too much aim assist is what draws Devil away from Bloodstrike. Wow says I avoid sniping in Warzone. It's so difficult, but when Bloodstrike sniping is super good and fun. That makes me excited. It sounds like I might have to try Bloodstrike. I mean, I was already thinking about it, but hearing not too many people I know still grind it, still play it, so hearing that it is still good and still better than Warzone, I mean, it makes me want to play Bloodstrike a little bit more. You played Bloodstrike, Jeff? Have you played Warzone, Jeff? Hmm. I generally turn aim assist off. I generally don't play with aim assist. Sometimes it's nice for me, but most of the time I find it just pulls my gun in ways I don't want it to. I'm not expecting it to go. I'm not yeah. I don't want it to go. So I mean, it's up to you guys. I always turn it off is what he says. Warzone is so bad. Exactly. A lot of players don't even use it. Yeah, but that's also part of the problem is even if you don't use it, it's still in the game and other players, even good players can like abuse it or find ways to abuse it. And yeah, that's the same as me, Jeff. I played like the first week, probably like 3 streams worth of Warzone, and that was it for me. Um, it's really up to you guys tonight whether or not you want to do custom rooms, no killing custom rooms in PUBG Mobile. I'm happy to do it. I was planning on doing it. Um, I can't stay up too late tonight, so I'm probably gonna get off at about 1 a.m., which is still gonna fucking wreck me for tomorrow. Absolutely wreck me for tomorrow. But um, yeah, if you guys want to do some fuck around custom rooms, happy to do it. Oh man, wow. Oh, I'm just so happy to hear that you're happy playing games again. Because it just sounded like you were getting a little beat up by the experience you were having on Warzone. So, let up ascend by. Oh, fuck. I really am not prepared for these custom rooms tonight. I'll be brutally honest. I don't have. Oh, I guess I can do disc. Oh no, but then I'd have to do that. Oh my God. It's so easy to put a title on a YouTube stream and do all this stuff, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I need to do that and this and that and this. It's like in order for me to do what I used to do, it it requires more than just my normal stream setup. So, um, I'm even starting to debate myself and take the decision away from you guys. I'm like, I don't even know if I can do this tonight. I mean, I can play custom rooms. The problem is, I don't necessarily think I can do the Discord voice chat thing. That's what's hitting me right now. I'm like, oh yeah, I need that other cord to do the thing and do the other thing. Man, these things actually take a lot of effort. Um, well, that sucks. I think it's probably best if I don't do this tonight. As much as I was looking forward to doing this, literally planning on doing this all freaking day, but I'm like thinking, I mean, I'm planning mentally, not actually, as you can tell, not actually planning on doing it. But I don't even, long story short, for anyone that's never done a fuck around Fridays before, generally I have two devices going. One device has like a free floating, what I call the oof cam, free floating oof cam that's going around and filming us um, in different areas to get these unique camera perspectives. And then I have another device that has my actual in-game avatar that I can play and stuff like that. So we don't have that. It's a long story. I'm just telling you what the truth of the situation is. We don't have that. I would have to do Discord from my iPad on the same device that I'm doing the gameplay from. And the problem with that is it generally messes up the gameplay audio when I do that. So it turns into a question of fun voice chat with everybody or gameplay audio. See what I mean? It's so yeah, yeah. And proxy chat is good, Senpai, but there are massive holes in that. Being that if you are on the other side of the map and I'm trying to, if somebody's trying to, if any one of us is across the map and we're trying to um coordinate a group photo or something like that, um you're not going to be able to hear anything we're saying because you're on the other side of the map. You do, but it really is a whole experience. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, we could do it tonight, but again, it's not going to be a super late night. So in my head, I'm thinking, why don't I push it to tomorrow? Gives me another day to prepare some things. Maybe I can try to charge up my old iPad and update the PUBG mobile on it and stuff like that. Um, got to find a cord so I can run my Discord call through the computer while I have the gameplay audio going through my stream. Because it's like, to you guys, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't really matter if it's tonight or tomorrow, unless you can't do tomorrow and you got a babysitter for tonight or something like that. But for me, it definitely makes a big difference to how much work I got to do right now, basically. And like I said, from this point, from right now, we have less than 3 hours to game. And again, not that's a decent amount of time for custom rooms, but they ain't gonna be like the normal custom rooms we do. So, um, yeah, yeah. So let's go ahead and do something here. Debating everybody here. Apologies, everybody.